What's up, guys? It's Mariah here with your episode of SeeYou Weekly. I'm with Amelia, Hannah, and Madi.
Hey.
Now, before we get to the show, we're going to go to a quick recap of Mom's Weekend 2015.
We are at Mom's Day, the Mom's Day Craft Fair. You guys want to tell us a little bit about it?
So we're from the Illini Union Board, and along with the Moms Association, we also put on this event for Mom's Day, Mom's Weekend, for students to come out, buy some crafts as far as like jewelry, handbags, and just like have a really good time with their moms for the weekend.
Yeah, so it's just a good opportunity to spend time with your mom, do a little shopping. There's a lot of Illini apparel, but there's a lot going on. So far, we're off to a pretty successful start.
Do you guys have like a famous motto that you use?
Oh, we're currently using a couple of them. One of them is keep calm and have fun with mom. So definitely,
yeah,
a catchy one.
Yeah. Cool.
We are currently at the U of I Mom's Day Craft Fair. It is buzzing. Everyone is so excited. Moms are getting gifts for their kids. Kids are getting gifts for their moms. There are tons of vendors, and they're selling out quick. We've got jewelry. We have U of I themed flip-flops. Tons of U of I geared apparel. There's duffel bags. There are just the cutest gifts that everyone is just loving. There's a fudge stand. There's even fudge for dogs, which is pretty exciting. Everybody's loving it. Everyone's having a great time. U of I Mom's Day Craft Fair.
Mom's Weekend is always a really nice time. I love it, seeing all the moms, and when they go to the bars, never seen anything like it. I think the DJ is even better when Mom's Weekend is here. They just play all the old stuff and a nice mix of the new stuff, so it's really cool. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get to some political news. Hillary Clinton will be running for president for the 2016 year. You guys, I'm not surprised because she tried to run 8 years ago for the presidential election, and now she's running again. What do you guys think?
I'm excited because I could be the first female president. That's my whole deal. Like, I can be Republican, Democrat, but I'm just excited. I hope she wins because, like, we got a black one. Now we can get a woman one. Next up, like, a black woman one. I don't know. I'm just excited.
What are you thinking, Amelia?
I don't think that we're ready. I think that our nation is really, really not in the place to have Hillary as our president. And I'm not going to say, I'm not here to point out my political views. We all have different opinions.
Right.
Yes, it would be cool for a woman. I'm all for female power, and that would be a step forward. But for Hillary, she's had way too many scandals, way too many recent scandals for at least me to take her seriously. I mean, her whole ordeal with being Secretary of State, not conducting herself in a professional manner with that, and plus I feel like she feels entitled just because she's a Clinton, because she is along the lines of such a powerful family. Her family is powerful. They have deep roots in this nation, but I just don't think that's going to be strong enough to be a good presidential candidate for what we need right now.
I like that.
So
very informative. I'm glad you were able to say that. I feel like with this upcoming election, it's going to be very difficult. I know for me because being 21 or 22. I just had a birthday, so 22. I know being 22. I feel like I really do have to really do my research, on all of the candidates, and even before then, having to do my research and pay attention to all these political campaigns. And we're gonna start seeing the bashing of the different candidates, and I always hate to see that, but just really watching the debates and seeing, who really is, worthy of having my vote.
Right. Yeah, that's the biggest thing for people to get their own opinions from what they see, not what they hear from other people or what other people tell them, because information's so biased nowadays. You can get information from so many biased news sources. So, I mean, it really is a matter of just doing your research, going to different news sites, you know, not
Very
just
important.
one news will tell everything that you need. You need to go to different facets. So that's my suggestion with this upcoming election. I think it's all a matter of staying informed.
Yeah. Well, fun fact, Hillary is 67 years old, and I just did not know she was that old. Like, that's crazy. Like,
She looks young.
Yeah, she
does.
Yeah.
She does.
She looks good.
Right?
She looks good.
Yeah, like for an almost 70-year-old woman, I'm a little concerned about her health, like, because being a president is like stressful,
Kinda
you
like,
know.
Was it Joe Biden? Who was it? Not Joe Biden. Who was it? Who ran with the Canadian? Not Canadian. You guys? Oh, the Alaska lady. Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin.
Who was she?
Oh, her.
McCain.
Yes, he was old.
John
as
McCain.
heck. Yes, he was old. He was
Oh,
old
wow.
too, and that's what everyone's concern was. Like, yeah, it could be like a real good thing for him, but like,
Yeah.
Yeesh, is he gonna make it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my thing.
Well, I just want to wish all the candidates the best of luck, and may the odds ever be in your favor. We'll see who gets my vote. Well, you guys won't see. I'll keep it a secret. So we have another case of police officers doing things that the general public feel is unnecessary. So this time, this happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was a video of a cop. Now, he said he meant to actually tase the victim, but he ended up reaching for his gun instead and ends up shooting the guy. What do you think about this? I'm having mixed feelings about it, just because it's like, oh, you're reaching for a taser, but you got your gun, but you shot him. Like, what are you thinking, Madi? I see the things.
I mean, I feel
turning.
like you should know the difference between the taser and the gun. Like, if you're like experienced enough. Like, was this guy not experienced enough to like hold a gun or tell the difference?
No, he was a pretty old police officer. If I'm not mistaken, he had a nice number of years in the force. So I'm just concerned. I'm just wondering, like, was the taser in the same location as the gun? Like, shouldn't they be on opposite hips or something? Like, what's going on?
It's kind of like, though, and that's where the whole like controversy comes in. It's kind of like, you should know the difference. Like, my mom has a taser. My dad owns a gun. I'm pretty sure if my dad, like, who's had a gun for like how many years, picks up a taser, like, he would know that. I don't know. I just think it's a little sketchy. Mm-hmm. And didn't you say he said something while he was, you guys killing him? No, like, do you know what I'm talking about? You said, like, he said the words.
Oh, when he said, the victim was, like, saying, like, he couldn't breathe, or the police officer was saying, like, I don't care if you can't breathe.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's just, like, a controversy thing. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, in the video clip that I saw, it wasn't that long, and we just really saw, like, we heard the police officer say, I shot him, I'm sorry. But, I don't know. I'm just not really buying that. I'm not going to say that he did it on purpose, but it seems like there needs to be a little bit more rules.
Attention to it.
Yeah, these police officers are making mistakes that I feel like should not be happening, at this point. We're far enough along in our training, in our technology, to know how to train a police officer efficiently. So hopefully we don't have another story like this next week. But, just keep their family, in your prayers, and let's just hope that this gets better. But in our celebrity news, my favorite, Drake, is in the news, and it's a very unfortunate reason, though. So at Coachella, he was performing with Madonna. He has a song on his album called Madonna, which I'm not surprised on. Mm-hmm. But Madonna just lays this, like, super cougar kiss on, like, Drake, and it just looked disgusting. Like, it looked nasty, and
it grossed me out.
Yeah,
It was uncomfortable to
like,
watch.
you can kind of taste what it tastes like. I did. I was like, I don't know what that tastes like.
I think, well, it was like they were like, she kissed him and she like laid his head back. It was like super dramatic, and she like laid it on him, and he like tried to caress her head, and she like moved his hand out the way, and like,
and then he was like trying to pull away from her too.
Yeah,
so
but he had like
super awkward.
Poor Drake had nowhere to go. Like,
and then his reaction was like hilarious.
Yeah.
His reaction was like bending over and like wiping his
oh
mouth.
yeah.
But then he like said like he liked it, like he kissed the queen. I'm like, but like no. Which is weird. I don't know Madonna stuff.
What is this face, Amelia? Give us some
I
words.
don't know. I mean, I'm just like, Madonna needs to, I mean, I wouldn't say retire, but she needs to know her boundaries.
Yeah.
Like you said, as a cougar, I mean, she is in cougar territory, like past cougar territory.
I think, it's just weird for me because I feel like, celebrities, they just have their space, their personal space just consistently violated. And this time it's by another celebrity. It almost is like people aren't even thinking about it in that aspect because they're both celebrities.
They're both getting millions of dollars, so.
Yeah, and they're probably just both going to sell like a bunch of records because this happened, so.
Publicity.
We'll see. Disappointing. I was not a fan.
It was weird.
Because I don't like when other people touch my man. No, I'm just kidding. But Drake is going on tour. He's going on a mini tour. He's only going to 6 cities. I'm not sure why it's only 6 cities, but one of them is Chicago. So, hey, Chicagoans, if you guys love Drake, he's going to be in Chicago on May 29th. He will also be in Montreal, Toronto, and New York, and Detroit. So, that's exciting. I always love when surprise concerts happen. It's like, ooh, something for the summer. It's perfect because the summer's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't love good music in the summertime?
In Chicago.
And in Chicago. Exactly. I'm excited. I hope he doesn't bring Madonna with him so he can keep her there, wherever she is. So Ebert Fest started yesterday. If you guys didn't know, Roger Ebert graduated from the University of Illinois, and he did graduate from our College of Media. This is always a very exciting time for us, just being here and a part of that historical event. And he was just a great movie critic and just great in his field, period. I know, Hannah, you said that you had volunteered at Eberfest before. Can you tell us a little bit how it was?
Yeah. So I don't know why I did, but I think I had like the volunteering bug or something. So then I did it, and I was super excited. I worked with the I'm forgetting my words, where you give people candy. The
concessions.
Yes, okay.
Concessions.
We're just gonna forget that. And so I like interacted with everyone, and everyone was like super. I don't know why, but they were all very old people. Some of them were like middle aged, but there's like no kids, rarely teenagers, but it was old people. Like they're all dressed up, going to go see the movies. And, like they're pretty cool movies. Some of them I never heard of, but like it was just kind of like, and especially in this old theater where it's like it looks like. It looks vintage, and it's just like super small, so it's like old fashioned. I don't know. It was super fun to like be a part of that whole atmosphere. So it's like really, like it makes you want to go just because you want to be there instead of just seeing the movies and the stars. You know what I mean?
And I'm really impressed that they kept with us, even though Robert Ebert is no longer with us. It's really still successful. They bring in a lot of other famous people. And just critiquing really famous and up-to-date movies, new and old.
So Jaden Smith, he has become this gender equality symbol on like Twitter because he wore this dress, or is it a skirt, or is it a
both?
He wore both. A lot of people were kind of making fun of the subject, but I think it's shedding a nice light considering like Bruce Jenner being in the news, and with him like dressing as a not dressing as a female, but choosing to wear a dress or choosing to wear a skirt, something that's seen as typically something that a woman or a female would wear. What do you think that stands for like now?
This is what I think. So Jaden Smith in general, like he is just this. I don't know how old he is, but he talks like he's like this wise old man who like just looks deeper into everything. And although it looks crazy, sometimes we can learn from crazy. So like I am seeing this as like he's trying to prove a point of, yeah, he can wear a dress. Like, okay, he wore that skirt. It's like his style in general is just ugly to me, but it's kind of like you do you, Jaden. And it's like, I mean, he can come to me, tweet me, I don't care. You can do that. Your outfit was a little ugly, but I really do respect this like young man. I see him as like a young man, like making these huge steps and not really caring what other people think about him. And that's just my thing.
I think that's just the entire family, though.
It's the entire family.
Do what they do.
Yeah, they just do that.
Well, I think that's how Will and Jada raised them, though. They raised them to be very free thinkers and not have that kind of...
I think there need to be more kids like that.
Yeah. Honestly, like, it's kind of, like, refreshing. Like, he doesn't care.
Refreshing.
And he's just, like, his tweets need to calm down. But, like, he's just, like, his mind just goes everywhere. And, like, I kind of respect him for that. Because I know for a fact I would not be able to do that.
Oh, my gosh. If I was...
especially being in the limelight like that.
Yeah,
that's
know. True.
So, all power to him, I guess.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Call me.
You think his outfit's ugly, so...
But still call me. We can be friends.
Well, everyone knows that the Jammies are coming up. Amelia, tell us a little bit more about that.
Hey guys, just a reminder that the Jammies Award Show is this Sunday at 7:30 in Gregg Hall, room 112, and it's going to be very, very fun. Everybody's invited to come out, and it's really awesome to see the work of students who they submitted throughout this entire month to have teachers grade their work, and they win prizes. So please come out for that.
That's right. And one of our main sponsors for our food is going to be Eat Street. They'll be there giving out lots of cool prizes and lots of coupons. So you definitely don't want to miss that. Also, for our drinks, we'll be sponsored by Red Bull as well as Rockstar and Vita Coco. So you definitely don't want to miss this event. It's going to be so much fun. Put on your best dress and come take pictures on our red carpet with our backdrop. And hopefully we'll see you Sunday.